When we started living and traveling in this van over 2 years ago, we imagined van life would pretty much look like this. But something that doesn't get shown nearly as often on social media is that van life also can really suck.
I'm sick of this.
Today we're going to be making our way to Mexico City, and along the way we're going to show you some of the ways in which we are currently struggling with van life.
Our toilet is full. And it's not like at home. Like at home you can keep going to the toilet. But once it's full in a van. So now I have to resort to using these empty water jugs to pee in.
Instagram doesn't show you this, does it? All those hashtag van life. I swear to God, if those were realistic, Instagram would be an entirely different type of feed. And right off the bat, we find ourselves in some trouble with the van as we try to navigate our tiny house on wheels through the even tinier streets of this mountain town, because Naik has something that he wants to cross off his bucket list.
Alright guys, as you know, I've been really getting into kayaking and fishing, and the best part is kayak fishing. Probably my new favorite activity in the world. So in the last video you saw I bought myself an inflatable kayak because that fits in Vinny. And we came to this beautiful lake to kayak and to fish and have fun. What the heck?
What the heck is going on here? You see that? There's just a pile of...
Can we get out of here?
Let's turn around.
It's starting to look a bit funky here.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. So we're trying to back out of this street, but it's pretty steep, and it seems that we are hitting the bumper. Like the bumper is literally on the ground. Left bit here. Yeah, this is better. Que bueno. Bum.
Cobblestone road. This is where the real driving skill test comes into play. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah, here we are. Woo.
We're back in business, folks.
I think we're just gonna give up on the kayaking for now.
And head to Mexico City.
Head to Mexico City. I've spotted something really important off the road here.
Hola, buenos días. ¿Tienes cocos fríos?
Sí.
Sí, quiero dos, por favor.
Sí.
Sí. Oh, wow, mucho. It's crazy how they just sell these next to the road. You can just buy fresh coconut
Oh, this looks good.
to go.
Oh.
And these babies are only 25 pesos a piece.
$1.20. Where's the good stuff? Kim, this doesn't fit in a cup holder. Hola. Gracias. Buen día.
We're officially in Mexico City, guys, and we've come to a spot where we went last year. Last time we were in Mexico City for some incredible food, like our favorite dish.
One of our favorite dishes here in Mexico City.
But I just went to ask, and apparently they're only gonna be open in like an hour and a half. And it's 4:30 and we haven't had any food yet today.
Any food today. We came especially like made a half hour, 45-minute detour to get to this place. Got ourselves a quick bag of chips because I couldn't go without food anymore. It's a bit of an anticlimax to be honest. This day it's like going kayaking. Oh no, not going kayaking. Going to Mexico City, you have like the best food we ever had in Mexico City. Oh no, we're not. Now we're just driving around hungry and traffic jam.
This was a bad idea, please help me. Okay, we are going to enjoy takeout pizza. Unfortunately, 30 minutes later, we found ourselves in a dodgy position at a parking lot where we paid to spend the night. This is because we have to look for a different spot to park our house every night. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well, especially in a spot like Mexico City where it's harder to just camp out on the streets.
The hell is that?
So we parked up at this parking lot for the night. in the city center of Mexico City. It's on iOverlander.
Normally you pay 100 pesos to park here for that day or the night. We arrived and they said, well, it's 216 pesos and you can stay the night. And we're like, okay, yeah, it's fine. I mean, we don't mind paying a bit extra to sleep and whatever. And we paid him. I gave him the money. He came back with the receipt and then he said, oh yeah, you need to pay another 216 pesos for tomorrow. I was like, yeah, I just like paid
For one night, we're leaving tomorrow.
And we're leaving tomorrow morning, so it's fine. He said, no, you paid for today until 11:30 and then you have to pay another time for tomorrow as well.
Usually, if you want to sleep in your van, that means people usually sleep until the morning and not just until midnight, which was what he said. As of midnight, we have to pay 200 again. So he said, we'll just go, it's fine, just give us our money back, because he didn't communicate that to us properly when we arrived here. He was like, no, I can't give you the money back, you need to pay extra, otherwise you can't stay in.
Yeah, he didn't want to give us our money back. So
and it's like, only 200 pesos, but at that point, it's about the principle.
I think he just wanted to pocket the money.
And then we made him call his boss.
And I explained to his boss what happened. He said, oh yeah, you're right, and then we got our money back within 20 seconds.
So we were at the gate and we gave the guy our ticket, and it was getting dark and I was getting stressed, and then he called in a reinforcement, a colleague of his who put his bike in front of our van so that we couldn't leave. So naturally at that point we were pretty concerned because, I mean, they were trying to block our exit and trying to stop us from leaving. We're usually very calm and rational people, and I think you guys know that. I don't like to be harsh towards people or to raise my voice, and neither does Naik. But the fact that he called in this other guy and didn't want to let us leave, and that they were blocking our exit, really made me feel like it was escalating. And then when we got pissed and we were like, hey dude, what the heck, let us out of here.
¿Puedes abrir la puerta, por favor? Sí, tienes la boleto, ¿no?
He was like, I'm just talking to the assistants if they can open the gate, but he was holding the ticket. It had been validated and everything. He could just put it into the machine, but instead he made us wait for like 5 minutes, asked us for more money. And then we're just like, take your 60 pesos. We don't give a damn about the money. Just let us go, dude. Just let this be over with. So now we're basically driving through Mexico City, trying to find a spot for the night in the dark, which is not exactly ideal, is it? Good morning, guys. Last night was a very stressful night. After the incident at the parking lot, we found a spot to park for the night. We're actually in a super fancy neighborhood, because that right there is the Canadian Embassy. You can see the Canadian flag over there. I just realized that it's probably best not to stand in front of an embassy filming myself for a really long time. Sometimes, moments like last night, I think to myself, wouldn't life be so much easier if we just, instead of living in a van, would go back home, go live in a house where you don't have to look for a spot to sleep every single night because you have your house and you don't have to park your house up somewhere, and where you have a toilet that flushes and just a whole bunch of other stuff. You can't damage your house as easily when you're driving it around because you can't drive it. Immediately after that, I'm like, hell no. This is awesome. And this trip down from Alaska to Argentina is awesome. And it's something we're only going to get to do once in our life. And living in Vinny is pretty awesome as well. Don't honk in front of the embassy, Kim. What am I doing? 99% of the time, it's freaking awesome. And sometimes it's just, ugh.
Morning. Can't believe how well I slept here on the streets of Mexico City. We're in a beautiful street, beautiful neighborhood. Felt really safe here.
As you guys know, we don't just want to drive from Alaska to Argentina. We actually want to make it all the way to the bottom of the world in Antarctica. We're working hard on coming up with a plan to fund it, because we're not trust fund babies, unfortunately. Seriously, mom and dad. And also, we don't exactly make $1 million a year, so it's gonna be a challenge. There's no point in talking about, oh, how can we make more money if we have no idea how much money we actually need to do this. So step number 1 is figuring out the price, and we've been doing research for a couple of hours.
There's so many different price levels. Unfortunately, none of them are affordable. It starts at about, cheapest one starts at about $7,000. It goes up to 20 and even more. It's kind of like the best option seems to be a $9,000 cruise that we found. because it doesn't include just the cruise, it includes a lot of really cool activities as well, like kayaking, snowshoeing, ice climbing, sleeping on the ice in just a sleeping bag, which you have to pay a lot of extra money for on other cruises, so it seems like a affordable option.
Oh, how the standards have changed.
You can contact one of the cruise companies, see if they want to work with us. Maybe they can give us a discount, like 90% discount's fine. I mean, don't need much. Not asking for much here.
We decided that we wanted to visit some of our favorite spots in Mexico City, but little did we know that our bad luck streak was not over yet. This is definitely one of the richer neighborhoods in Mexico City, because yesterday as we were arriving here, we saw one of the garage doors open up and there was this car elevator on the inside, like an elevator that brings up cars from underneath whatever floor it is and just brings it up so they can drive out at street level.
I saw a few houses that had butlers as well, like suited up butlers and everything.
This is where Vinny gets to live for a couple hours. I was looking for some breakfast options this morning and I went on Google Maps, and right around the corner from where we are is a bakery called Baker's that has stellar reviews. I love sweets, I love pastries, we have to go and check this out. Ooh, the server is hot.
I just love Mexico City. Got this beautiful patio next to the street, sun's out, beautiful blue sky. Starting to drool a little bit. This is a croissant filled with frangipan and almonds and sugar and oh, this is so good, should be illegal.
O sea, porque me la compartiste en el que se llama 02.
That is good, no?
So we're now in the city center, downtown in Mexico City. It's a little bit more busy here, a little bit more hectic, but still a super beautiful area. And we're gonna go to a spot that we've been coming to for several years now, every single time we go to Mexico City. So if you've never been to Mexico City, you might actually not expect it to look like this. But it is super green, super beautiful here, with all this incredible architecture. And just walking around here makes me so happy because I love this city so much.
It's weekend now. Normally in the week you can cross the street easily because it's full of cars, but on the weekend they close it off so people can bike around, walk around. Spirit popper spot, but I'm gonna show you why. And I was gonna say in a minute, but it's a Mexican coffee bar slash chocolate bar because chocolate actually originated in Mexico. It started off as a hot drink. They had it as hot chocolate, not sweet like we know it today, but with spices and chili in it. That's exactly what I'm having now. A chocolate drink with spices in it and chili. First time we ever came to Mexico City, we came here and with a very, very beautiful view of the Palacio de Bellas Artes. And then last year we were in Mexico City, came here again.
Can you imagine driving around here? If we do like the Pan American or something?
Imagine driving the van, driving Vinny all the way to Mexico City. So it's really our tradition, but I mean, look at this view.
This is by far my favorite view in all of Mexico City. You have the mountains in the background, you have the city, the Palacio de Bellas Artes, all the people down there, and you have
the park right here, this busy boulevard.
I can't believe we already made it here with Vinny. Last year when we were here, we were talking about it, and it just seemed so cool, but impossible almost. I can't believe that we're already in Mexico City. Wow. I've been meaning to buy something for a really, really long time now, and I ordered it on Amazon in Mexico. This tape, I don't know what happened to it, but it is the best tape in the world. I hope you don't need the box anymore to send it back. Nate's phone died. Camera actually died a few months ago, and my phone has just died altogether. I just love the camera quality on iPhones, and I want to be able to make Instagram stories again and stuff like that. So, ooh, it actually looks good. They call it Singing Weibo here, which means semi-new. It's not new, but it doesn't have any scratches or anything. Look at it. It actually looks really good. $200, folks. Life hack.
And the rest of the day, they did nothing else but take selfies with the new camera.
I'm so happy.
It's like a little kid on Christmas.
Look at the camera quality. I just love iPhone.
We have a parking ticket till 14:41. It's now 14:44, so we're 3 minutes after the parking ticket has ended. And ta-da! Surprise! We have a wheel lock. 3 minutes being late. And we came walking from over there, so I think they waited until it was 41 and they just put it on. There's no other way.
How much is it?
$65.
$65. Pay it, forget about it. Lesson learned.
It's an expensive 3 minutes.
It sure is.
Kim just went to the bank to pay this, which was fairly easy process, and now we need to email the proof of payment to the very official email address of the Mexican City Police, which is a Gmail address. How weird is that? So we need to email the proof, then they will send us back that they got it, and then we need to call them to say, please remove the wheel clamp, we're right here.
Yeah.
It's good that we don't have to be anywhere right now, so I guess it's fine.
And we're getting free parking in the meantime because we have the wheel lock anyway.
Yeah, we don't have to, and they can't chase us away while we're parked up here because we can't leave.
You want to know what just happened? The battery of the van started beeping as I was editing, and I was like, that's weird. I don't have any power on my laptop, and I also can't switch the lights on anymore. And then we were like, oh, we've been parked underneath a tree and we've been doing a ton of work yesterday evening when we got here. Our van battery is empty, so we cannot continue working. What is it with our luck these past few days?
Ese es tuyo y yo me quedo con este, ¿vale?
Gracias. So we're gonna drive the van. So we're gonna drive the van around a little bit here in Mexico City, because since we can't charge off our solar and we need at least some power to be able to live and work in the van, we can charge it off the car battery when we drive. Of course, traffic is killer right now because it's rush hour. So it's not really driving as much as it is standing in traffic with the engine on, but I mean, I guess that works. It's just, you know, it's so easy right now to look back on everything that's happened like the last couple of days and saying, oh, it's so difficult, you know, and start whining and stuff.
Yeah, why is this happening to us? Blah, why do things keep going wrong? But we've decided we're just gonna stay positive, take it in stride, because I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's just a few small things that went wrong, and it wouldn't be an adventure if everything was super easy all the time. So this is part of the adventure.
Would it really be that adventurous to say, oh, I drove from Alaska to Argentina, nothing at all went wrong?
At least now we have some stories to tell, some interesting things to look back to, so yeah. Alright, after all that we suffered and been through here in Mexico City, we made it to our favorite food spot. And best thing is, it is open, and not unlike last time, there aren't like 50 people queuing up, so ta-da! Alright, this is our favorite dish in Mexico. These are esquites. Esquites are corn. Now you might be thinking, like, it's just corn. How can that be good? It's corn. I mean, look at this. It is corn with some, I think there's some stock in there, some mayonnaise in there, chili, lime, chunks of bone marrow, which is one of my favorite things to eat as well. Now this is also always a bit risky. We've been here a year ago, it was super good, and we've been thinking about it all year long, and now it can also be a really big disappointment. Oh, so good. It's like a little bit sweet and salty and spicy and greasy and foodgasm.
Oh, I feel like if it's something that's really, really worth it, it's gonna be hard to get there, whether that's to this spot for the esquites or to Argentina or something else in life. You just have to power through, try to be positive, keep trying, and enjoy the esquites.